What is your take on the bro culture problem in Silicon Valley?
I think it's I don't mean to trivialize it. It's a problem, and I think it's probably actually maybe understated and underreported. It's probably way worse than we've seen so far, and I think that again, just to be blunt about it, I think in a lot of cases the investors in some of these venture firms are simply ignoring it and maybe paying lip service to it, but ignoring it and then funding some of these enterprises anyway. It's widely understood that some of these issues were things that had been said in the background, and yet new funds were raised and on and on and on. So I think that until the capital being committed, by these LPs to these venture funds starts to really take it seriously and invest in more directly in women who are running these funds and in maybe gender-specific funds or people of color funds, you're going to continue to see lip service paid to this because when push comes to shove, the money's flowing into these funds anyway, even when they've heard about some of these things.
We've seen a lot of long-winded apologies. Do you buy it?
I mean, it's hard for me to comment on that stuff because, I'm not in either of the shoes, both either the victims or the predators. So I don't know. It's weird when, it's a pattern, and now that something comes out, it's, oh gosh. So that is a bit, you look askew at that a little bit.
Reid Hoffman is encouraging VCs to sign a decency pledge, talking about a third-party HR function that would oversee the relationship between VCs and entrepreneurs. Is that a realistic solution?
I'll tell you, I just don't think that that's sufficient. It's like saying listen, I love Reid. I understand what he's trying to do. But the answers seem more dramatic to me. Why aren't people funding, women-only GP, funds where the GPs are all women? There are certainly plenty of funds where the GPs are all men, and I just don't see those things getting funded. And instead of saying to the people who are already in these guys-only partnerships, do you promise to do X, Y, Z? I'd like to see a lot more money flowing to, you know what? There are a lot of smart women in the Valley. A lot of them are in the venture business. Let's go enable a few of them to create their own fund and get after it.